There are 3 times when a business can easily die. When it's starting, when it's about to grow, and when it is transitioning. Maybe the owner has jackpot and is trying to hand it over to a manager or somebody here. That's when the business becomes sick. Or the owner has retired and is handing it over to another generation. That's another time when these are the 3 times transition growth. So why do businesses die during the growth stage? People end up trying to grow a business and eventually killing that business. The way you scale in tech is you build up your foundation first, which is usually the infrastructure, the tech infrastructure. Uber built up their technology first, the platform. Then scaling became easier because it's the same app we're using in Nigeria, Uber, that Americans are using, that British people are using. So the core is a platform, is a tech platform, the infrastructure. Once you get the infrastructure correct, you can scale tech. In many other real sector businesses, it's not like that. The equivalent is that people end up trying to grow a business and eventually killing that business. So what I normally say is that scale in the phase that I teach it is level 4. And one of the biggest reasons that kills a business that has made it through startup is your limiting factor is your internal capacity. So many businesses usually, when they see that there are signs of growth, the first thing they do, they raise their prices to cut down demand from customers. They raise their prices to generate more capital from profits and buy themselves time. They use that capital, hire more people, expand, then do a promo, drop their prices. So you are the one in charge of the gates. You decide when you open the gate and when you close the gate. But because they say grow and you think you're a tech company, you go and open your gate and people flood and overwhelm you. That's a problem. People misunderstand cash for profits, and they are 2 separate things. You can have cash and you will not have profits. You can have profits and you will not have cash. An example, the camera that is recording us, let's imagine that's what I sell as a business. I buy the camera for 500,000 and my selling price is 1 million. I get a customer, the media department of a bank comes in and says, I want to buy this camera. They buy the camera for 1 million. This is now 2 months after, they have not paid me. My profit is 500,000 because I made 500,000 on top. Profit 500,000. Cash 0. So I have profits, but I don't have cash. So while I'm waiting for the customer to pay me, salary is falling due, rent is falling due. I need to buy diesel. That's why they say cash is king in a business. You will not tell those people that I have profit. I can take. Nobody wants to hear story. Cash. So the moment you cannot pay salaries and you cannot buy diesel, your job will not be working. Your staff will leave you. Anytime you go on social media, everybody's talking about marketing sales, sell more, sell more, sell more. In an inflationary environment, you get more of people who say, I'm making sales. Business customers are coming in. I'm always getting alerts. But I've paid salaries, I've paid rent, I've paid all this. I can't find any money. There's no money left for me. That's because winning the game in an inflationary environment, I'm not saying sales is not necessary. You will still do sales, but something is just as important as sales, equally as important as sales, which is success doesn't teach you anything. Success makes you high. It just gives you that feeling. But success doesn't teach you much. The best teacher is